Hi everyone, Dale Norman here at Creative Thinking Studios. Welcome back. In these videos I want to show my daily life of living a 9 to 5, but also how I live for the creative arts, filmmaking and music and drawing. But I can't sadly make those things for a living. It's easy to get discouraged, but I want to show you how you can, still enjoy yourself and live your best life even when you're not having your dreams fulfilled, I suppose. So we're here to take you along for the wild ride. Please like and subscribe and follow for more notifications. Having a week off was great, but then going back to work is always the hardest feeling. It's a mixture of, wish you could be in that kind of lifestyle forever, having just that week off doing all your creative things. But I did get a lot done, and I'll share some of those things with you. But yeah, that first morning was challenging, sleeping on the sofa, getting up very early and doing what I had to do. During my week off, I really wanted to focus on my album, so musically it's all done, but I got like 3 tracks done with singing, even though it was in the car. Back in the car doing vocals, and my neighbour's right there looking at me thinking, what the hell is he doing? But yeah, the things you gotta do to get this done, but got an hour before I get the little one, so here we go. And this taking back, and this taking back. What's us? Taking back what is us? Take what's us to send one man a sea burn in this, in this, in this, in this, take what's us. I have a plan to send one man.
Do you want any sauces?
No, is it?
Are you okay to park up for me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you.
Love it.
Cheers, mate.
Work wasn't as bad as I thought, but also the positive news, finally to have some optimistic hope, is that this will be my last Monday for a while in this job, because I'll be starting up a new job of this church, working on the Sunday, and I'm going to drop the Monday, so I won't have that feeling anymore of that dread that you just get on Sunday night, knowing that you've got to wake up Monday morning. So that will be nice, and it is a nice feeling to know that that is coming around the corner. It would have been so hard having that dread feeling for a long time or for the rest of my life. So I've really damaged my vocal cords. I must have sang not in the correct way. I was trying to use diaphragm and not the throat. I guess doing it in the car is not the best conditions, but you've got to work with what you got, I suppose. So I just hope I haven't damaged it for tomorrow. We'll see what it's like in the morning, but I think I was happy with the end result. I need to hear how it came out in the mixing and the editing. Tell you what is an interesting thought. If this album ever did come out, and people actually liked it and it developed a following, it would be interesting to know how I would have to cope with singing that, all the way through from start to finish, maybe every night. And of course, my mind doesn't go there, because that's just big wishful dreaming. That would never happen to someone like me, but I suppose, you never know. But I'd have to check how my voice would cope with that, really. In the end, my voice was okay. But speaking of the body, it was also time for a haircut, because, going bald, it grows very fast, or it looks like it grows fast on the side. In fact, a funny story about that, the doctor called me the other day saying, Mr. Norman, we probably recommend that you do lose weight. But of course, I got this film coming up in the summer, which I want to play a character slightly overweight, because I want to show that there is that side of life, like you see in Hollywood, it's not people who are fit and muscles and tons of hair. There is that real side to life. So, yeah, I'm going to rebel and keep continuing being overweight for a bit. As much as I don't like the morning shift, there is that kind of ritual side to life, which I don't mind because it's got that different rhythms of life. But I do prefer it when I do the afternoon shift because, it's that nice thought of, even though I've just finished a morning shift, I get home and knowing that I'm going to be sleeping in the bed tonight and, I can completely relax and chill and I haven't got to get up as early the next day.
Oh my god, it all looks so good.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
I'll tell you what though, by the end of that afternoon shift, which is 9 hours and serving and cleaning down, I am boiling and exhausted. Get the car and the keys in my pocket. It is hard having to come home on a late shift and knowing that you have to get up the next morning. There's not much of a turnaround time. I kind of, wanted to get stuff done or start a creative thing, but it's just way too late by the time I get something started, and I can't afford to be up that long because of getting up in the morning. But as much as I love the feeling of sleeping in my own bed and not having to get up in the morning, it is hard knowing at the end of the day that you'll be back downstairs getting up early again, but that's just the nature of the job at the moment. Weather, I thought we'd want to make some food that was maybe not as hot. So I do this magical salad. It's like a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes I use crab or chicken, Caesar dressing then and cheese and mix it all together. It's really nice. We come across then a lovely mix that looks something like this. A whole bunch of lovely stuff mixed in together. Cucumber, pasta, chicken, lovely dressing. And I'm flicking it out of the pan here. But I add frozen peas and frozen corn to get it really cooled down, and it makes it nice and cold. Enjoy. I kind of been thinking how I want to handle my YouTube channel, so I made this dedication to myself in the new year. I'm going to post every single day. And you know what? I did maintain that for like 2 or 3 weeks, but then I had a quick bit of, I suppose, burnout, but also like a disappointment, overwhelming feeling, and I just had a sense of I'm giving up. I'm just done. So I don't know if that would be the wisest thing, trying to post every day. I suppose it's like, it didn't get me more views or more subscribers. You know, people who post less get more views sometimes than people who post every day. So I suppose it's not necessarily the answer. Consistency is good, of course. So I will be continuing to build on this foundation. But there has been some encouraging news in that like 7 subscribers have come in just the last week, mainly down to the artwork that seems to be grabbing people's attention. Titles that are quite eye-catching. I suppose there is a strategy to this. It's just nailing it down and committing to it and going through with it, really. Normally a week like this, Thursday is an afternoon shift, but then Friday is back up again early at 3 a.m. for a morning shift.
Bruno, I would say. Yeah, it's probably not, isn't it?
The winner wasn't it?
The winner.
On Saturdays then, I still do guitar lessons and they're going really well. they've been consistent. They've rebooked every week at the same time, so that's really good. Hopefully, it gets to a point where I can reduce hours even more in the kitchen and make that a full-time thing. But another parent reached out to me today for her child to have lessons, and there was a bit of a connection with the school as well. So that was really cool. It might be great to to one day go into the school and do some workshops or assembly things. So yeah, I know I don't show my guitar playing as much on this channel. It's been a lot of the painting stuff, and a film crops up every now and then. But yeah, here's some guitar playing for you. So yeah, this week off last week consisted of recording, singing, editing, getting this album done, and I am on a bit of a deadline because I got till Christmas, and people keep saying, "Oh, Christmas is ages away," but we keep joking in work. It comes around so quick, and it's around the corner. I suppose it really is when you're on a deadline. So I will get it done by Christmas. Some of the artwork that's going on with that for the album directly, but then other artwork. I've been working on some a bit hard to see here, biblical artwork for another project that I'm doing, which I want to make sure I can, want to try and get done. I've gone through that bit of a change, really. It used to be think of a project and obsess with it and get it done as quick as you can. Now I'm at the point of I get an idea and then I think, okay, is it worth going through with that idea? Because the creative mind never stops, as you can imagine. There are always things you can be working on, always things you want to be doing. It takes a long time. What is worth your time? What is worth pursuing? And then, of course, you get that battle of which things stand a chance of being successful, getting out there. But you don't want to limit the love and the passion. If you want to do something just for your own satisfaction, do that as well. So, it's kind of a double-edged sword thing. But anyway, friends, that is some of my thoughts for you. Thank you so much for watching today and tuning in. And please like and subscribe. And see you on the next adventure.